Hello, my name is Brenda Adams, and I will be your teacher for this semester. This is my third year here at NEO. Um, I can say that this class, the 8-week courses, are usually um, number one, they're very, very fast. I've had 4-week courses, and yes, they're crazy, but the 8-week courses, they do move very quickly. A lot of students that come to the 8-week courses are through our Graduation Alliance program, which is an amazing program. The only issue that I have with that is maybe you are not fully prepared for college courses um, and the speed at which this one moves. So, my advice to you, to all of you, is to make sure that you stay on top of everything. You check your Canvas, if not daily, at least every other day, because things can change. And once you get behind in this class, it is very, very hard to keep up. And one of my greatest regrets is when someone fails a course. So I want to make sure that I can do everything to make it possible for you, but you also have to do your part. So I'm just going to today kind of explain how this course is set up. Yes, it is an 8-week course. Hopefully you've all, if you're watching this, you know how to get on Canvas. So if you know how to get on Canvas, you click on our page. And for this week, since it's an 8-week course, you do have more assignments than every other class. So when we have 8-week courses, I've smashed everything from a normal 16-week semester into 8 weeks, and it's a lot. But it is totally doable. I have students every single semester. I have 2 of these classes every semester, and there are so many people that pass it with flying colors. You just have to stay on top of it. So for this week, you need to make sure that you get in there and you do that Start Here module, which is just giving you information about this course. There's an introduction for me and what this course is about. And then the next module, I think, is about the technology used at NEO. And that's for any class that you're taking right now. We're trying to make sure we streamline it to keep that Start Here module and then the technology used one right after the other. So it'll be the same in my classes as it is in other classes. So once you do that, every single week I have a module that week's. There are 4 modules, and each week we have a different set of things that are due that week. For every single week, there's going to be a week's agenda on that week. So you can theoretically click on that, and it's going to 1, 2, 3, 4 tell you exactly what is due that week. For me, when I used to take classes, I didn't graduate from college until I was an adult. I was a non-traditional student, so I wrote down everything I had to do, and I would tick off those boxes each day. And I kind of set this class up in the same manner. So if you go to that week's agenda, you're going to know exactly what is due from you that week. And after that, you can start going into, step by step, going through that week's assignments. Do not rely on the to-do list on the right-hand corner of your Canvas homepage. If you do this, you're going to miss out on so much information that you need to complete those assignments. You also, if I've had another thing that you're going to miss out on is extra credit. So my policy is as long as you have your assignments up to date, they're turned in when they're due, you are able to participate in extra credit opportunities. But you're not going to see those opportunities unless you're in that week's work. So that's just a bonus for those people that are working really hard and making sure that they're getting everything out on time. But if you rely on the to-do list, you're going to miss a lot. And that's not just me, it's most instructors. We work the same way. So don't rely on that when it says this is due here. Sometimes things will pop up and they're not due yet. And I've had students try to complete them and I'm going, it's not due and you didn't finish the other stuff first. So make sure, easiest way is to go into modules every single week. I release at least by Monday. Usually it's earlier than that. Usually it's, I try to do it by the time I leave on Fridays. If not, it's always released by Monday. And then it's due on Sunday at 11:59. So that gives you a week to complete your assignments. And like I said, if you, we have our syllabus. This is the syllabus. you will find it on your homepage for our class. You can find it in those modules. There are so many. You can find it on the prompt tabs on the side. It says syllabus. You can find that in several different locations. So it should not be a surprise if something comes up, because I lay it out exactly the way it is. I rarely deviate from the syllabus, and if I do, I make sure that students know ahead of time, because as a student, I didn't like when people did that. So we follow our course syllabus very carefully, and this week you will have a Start Here and technology quiz, and that's just to make sure that you have looked through that Start Here module, that you've looked through the technology module, and you can understand what's going on. The other thing that we do is you have a discussion post due, which is you introducing yourself to people. And like I said, you have to do the discussion to make sure you get the credit for it. Don't have to do it all the way. Do your initial discussion by Wednesday, reply to someone by Sunday, and make sure you follow that discussion rubric, because responding with I agree or I don't agree, you're not going to get points for that. This is part of you don't get that face-to-face interaction, so it's required for an online course. It wasn't always my favorite thing to do, but I do know why it's there, and it's just one of those things that it's a tool to help you better understand what we're discussing in that module, that chapter. And so it's just a part of what you do for this course, and you miss out on so many points if you don't complete them and follow the rubric for that. So make sure you get those done. The introduction discussion board, you have to do that to prove that you have been present in this class. So I use that as proof of enrollment. If you don't do that, I will turn you in as a no-show, and then it messes up your student aid, it messes up your enrollment in the class, it messes up everything, because we are required to present no-shows at a certain time. And if you don't do that discussion, then it looks like you weren't there. So make sure you do that. And then each following week, you will have a week-to-week basis on what we're supposed to do. I encourage you to ask questions. My email is on the homepage. You can go to the left-hand side on the prompts, and you can find my email there. There are many, many different places to find my email. And I've had students before say, I didn't know how to get a hold of you. It's everywhere. My email is, there's so many different places. It's on the beginning page of the syllabus. There's no excuse for not emailing me if you have a question. I've learned from Sesame Street, asking questions is the best way of finding things out. There is no stupid question. I've had students get halfway through the class and they're going, I don't even know where to find my assignments. That's too late to ask. If you have a question, ask immediately. I know sometimes I was intimidated to approach my instructors. I don't know why. I was an adult. You're adults. Just send an email. It's no big deal. If you have a question, I can answer it, and if I can't, I will find out the answer and get back to you. So I usually respond immediately unless I'm in class. And then I always respond at least within 24 hours. If you haven't got a message in 24 hours, then I've overlooked it or something's happening. Just re-email me and we'll get it settled. So, like I said, this class can look daunting because of the amount of work that is due in each week. If you stay on top of it, it is totally doable. It's totally doable with an A. I will also say, and I say this to all of my classes, don't say, oh, well, I can pass that class with a D. Yeah, you can pass this class with a D. But when you go on to a university or another school and it's time to transfer this class, they won't accept it and you're going to have to take it all over again. So I always say shoot for the A, and if you get a B, okay. You get a C, okay. You don't want that D. You know what? You're in here, do college to the best of your ability. And if you have questions, I have no problem trying to answer those. I want you guys all to succeed. You've at some point decided this is what you want to do. Just do it to the best of your ability. And I will do my part and try to facilitate that as long as you're doing your part and we're all working together. So that's pretty much my spiel. Oh, the other thing is, I do not do weekly lectures in this class. I started out doing them, and I would have like 2 people. And so it takes me a long time to put these lectures together. And then I'd have a couple of people watch them. Some people it's great for. Other people, especially 8-week classes, you may not have the opportunity to sit down and watch an hour and a half long PowerPoint for the chapters. I post the PowerPoints. You can look at those. You can print them off. I do allow notes for your exams. Yes, they have to be proctored exams, but I allow notes because I have test anxiety and I get it. It's real. So the better notes you take, the better you're going to do on your assignment, because it's not going to do you any good to try to look it up on the internet because I make the test anyway. So it's not like they're on Quizlet or something. So yeah, you take notes, you have your PowerPoint, you have all these things together and you will do amazing. So if you're the type of person that expected those type of lectures, maybe you'll want to take a little bit more time and go through the PowerPoint, because everything I do on lectures in class is exactly on the PowerPoint. It's the same thing. And if for some reason I do something in class, add a video where we talk about something different, I try to always make sure that I give it to my online students also. So if you have a situation where you're not understanding something because I don't do a lecture, just ask me. I'm very approachable. Like I said, I want you guys to succeed, and I wish you all the best this semester. Yeah, so let's have fun. And in 8 weeks, you will be finished with sociology. So good luck this semester. Bye, guys.